Hello, Infinite Creator. In this video, I want to give you a tool of dealing with chronic negative emotions that can rise in you like a tsunami, like an ocean, like a wave, and just completely take over you, and you feel completely helpless. Like, where the heck did this come from? For me, it was a sense of fear and deep sadness. And I will tell you how I dealt with this using this technique that I learned from one of my teachers, a shaman. And then I fine-tuned it for myself. So it's a little bit more advanced technique, but I think you can totally use it and get it. So every chronic emotion, it's almost like a thought form that has that emotional character to it, that arises in us from the depth of our unconscious. And when it surfaces, it feels like a whale, basically. It's like so big. And when you treat that emotion as a separate entity, which by now it is, it's like a separate thought form that's in your energy field, but it's not your true self. It was created by your mind and now has emotional character assigned to it. And so if you see it as separate from you, that already helps you to separate yourself and don't identify with the emotion as much. So you're still feeling it, but you create a little bit of a separation. That's a huge step already. That's a great sign of self-awareness, by the way. We practice the self-awareness because to do this work, you have to be self-aware. You can't be completely unconscious and reactive to it. And so you separate it, and then you start talking to, let's say, in my case was fear. And I would say, fear. And I listen to the echo, and fear goes, yes. What are you afraid of? And to my great surprise, fear, that entity, had absolutely no secrets. It wanted to talk to me. It wanted to explain everything. And so without any hesitation, the fear said, I'm afraid that I am not loved. I'm afraid of not being loved. That was the sentence. And then I said, well, do you know that you are loved? Do you know that you're loved by God because you're creation of God? And you're infinitely loved because there is nothing but love in this creation. All part of this creation is part of God, who is love, of one infinite creator, whose essence is love. And that the thought that you're not loved is a lie. And you've been telling a lie to yourself and believing in this lie for long enough. But I am here to tell you that you are infinitely loved. And then I feel the fear just, and then I said, how do you feel now? And the fear goes, oh, I feel joy. I feel happiness. And fear, what is your name now? And the fear goes, my name is peace. And then I say to it, well, then go with peace. You're loved. You can return to your Creator, who is love, and send it to the source of all. And that feels to me immediately like some density just lifted from my body and it's out. It's out of my field. It's like I sent that deceived, almost like a deceived thought form or deceived being back to its source. And it was deceived by the lie that once I probably myself experienced in my life, because somewhere when, let's say, my parents were scolding me, I felt that I am not loved because they're scolding me so much. But now I know they were scolding me because they love me, like they wanted the best for me, they just didn't know how to communicate it. But I told the lie to myself, and I've been telling it to myself, and so now part of myself started to believe that I'm not loved. And every time this little trigger, somebody's like criticizing or something, I'm like, I'm not loved, I'm not loved, I'm not loved. And it grows, and now that density sits in our etherical body, in our like aura, our energy field that's around us, as that emotional density. And if that density is big enough, it will create diseases. And it does create diseases in me. Like I had like a chronic sinus, and my throat and sinus was inflamed, or any chronic congestion, and also inflammations. Those are results of those densities. And so as soon as I relieved it, I felt almost like all that congestion left my body, and I felt relaxed, and I felt it's like easier to breathe. I felt also lighter in my belly. It's like it was immediate physical shift. And so try this for yourself. When you catch yourself in the middle of some stronger emotion, it's probably more relevant to women, but actually I see a lot some men who also struggle with, like, let's say, anger. And so you can say, ask the anger, what are you angry about? And then listen, and the anger will tell you clearly why. So just be patient and listen. It will arise in your mind. All right, so this is one of the techniques. We will have many more during this class where you can approach this from different directions. Like one technique will work better for one person, another for another person, but I want to give you the whole toolbox so you have it. And so when your emotions is less than perfect balance, you can use them right in the moment. So you can resolve, like when you start feeling bad or something triggers you, you can use these tools right in the moment. So you shift the whole situation, you can shift the whole energy within yourself, and then of course the whole energy in the room. Because us having that pressure within, even then we smile but we feel angry, or we try to smile but we feel like depressed, you can't lie. Like you feel bad and the whole vibe is bad, and people going to be also triggered and reactive. If they have a similar thing in them, they will lash out in different ways, and you're like, oh my God, the whole world is dark, the whole world is angry, the whole world is depressed, you know, because the world is a mirror. It will keep showing you what you have inside. The world will keep showing you. And so as soon as you elevate that, the world will show you a different picture. You step in your joy, the world is all butterflies and flowers and smiles and people trying to help you and love you. All right, and this is why we do this work. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next class. Bye for now. Oh, let me know how this exercise go for you. Maybe in the comments down below, if you want to share your experiences with this technique, they'll be awesome. Okay, thank you. Bye.